حي على الفلاح.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين. ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون. آمنت بالله صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصلى الله تعالى على حبيبه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Hamd, sana, praise and glories be to Almighty Allah Jalla Shanuhu, and countless blessings, mercies of Almighty Allah be upon our beloved Nabi Muhammad Mustafa Ahmad Mujtaba sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam. Ayat Mubarakah of Surah Al-Baqarah, which I recited, says, do not say, those who sacrifice their lives for sake of Allah Jalla Shanuhu, liman yuqtalu fi sabilillah, who were killed in the way of Allah, do not say them dead. Nay, they are alive, but you do not have ability to understand the type of life they are gifted even after the death. My dear respected brothers and sisters, 8 of Muharram al-Haram, when we are performing our Jummah Salat today, and as you are reminded by your Imam Sahib that tomorrow is 9 and following day is 10th, or day of Ashura. Day of Ashura is a great day from many aspects. Many great historical incidents in the lives of the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took place on the day of Ashura. Tawbah of our father Adam alayhi salam was accepted on Ashura day. Yunus alayhi salatu was salam, his tawbah was also accepted on the day of Ashura. And all these incidents have a lot of details in the history of the prophets. 3 great prophets, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, were born on day of Ashura. The day of Ashura, with all its significance and blessings, is a day of Mawlud. Mawlud means birth of all these great prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So among other blessings, some of the blessings of this day is that these days are the day when Father Abraham was born, or his Mawlud. Musa and Isa alayhi salatu wasalam were born on this great day. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam and his people were saved from Fir'aun and his army. All of them were drowned in front of their eyes, and Musa alayhi salam and Bani Israel were saved on this day. This is one of the reasons when beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam came in Medina, he saw that Jews, they observe a fast on this day. They had Ashura as a great day, and they were asked the reason behind that. They said, this is the day when we were saved from the slavery of Pharaoh and his nation. As a thanksgiving, as a shukrana, we fast on this day. Beloved Prophet ﷺ said to the believers that we deserve to be close to Musa ﷺ than them. So he fasted on Ashura day, and he showed his love that if Allah Jalla Shanuhu will permit him to live the next year, he will join one day with it. So that's why we as Muslims, we are reminded to fast either 9th or 10th or 10th or 11th. So inshallah, some of our brothers, our sisters, they have intended to fast. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless their intentions. Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, he got back his eyesight restored, which he had lost by crying over his lost son, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. And Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam also was released from jail, from captivity on the day of Ashura. This beautiful story, it could be found in the Holy Quran in chapter Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. The first rain was showered on the earth on Ashura day. As today, this Jummah is also rainy day. While driving from Princestown to here, I was sometime driving and sometime I was floating. There was a lot of water rested on the roads. The first rain showered ever on the surface of this earth was on day of Ashura. But one important incident which cannot be forgotten, and this day is observed and commemorated throughout the Muslim world, that on Ashura day, Allah Jalla Shanuhu chose for sacrifice of Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Blessed, beloved grandson of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam, many authentic ahadith telling you how dear and beloved Hussain and Hassan were to Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. We naturally love our children and especially grandchildren. And you see that love in Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, which he used to share with Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala. He used to hug them up, kiss them, play with them. And many times when they were little boys, when he praying namaz, we find that some of them would climb over him when he was in sajda. And he would stretch his sajda, would keep saying Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, many times, because Hussain is sitting on the back. We find Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam delivering a khutbah on the mimbar. He saw Hassan and Hussain, little boys, walking towards him. And beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam stopped his khutbah, held both of them, put one of them on one side and next one on the next side. And then he said, yes, Allah Jalla Shanuhu has truly said in the Holy Quran that innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitna. Undoubtedly, your amwal, your wealth, assets, and your awlad, your children, is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look, I had to stop my khutbah for sake of these children who were falling sometime, and sometime they were standing and walking. So I, for sake to help them, to take care of them, I stopped my khutbah and went to them. It's really a test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we have our children. Beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam have said, Husainum minni wa ana min Hussain. Hussain is from me, I am from Hussain. People did not understand the meaning of the last part of the hadith. Husainum minni, Hussain is from me. We can understand that Hussain is grandson of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and grandchildren always come from the grandparents. But how Prophet ﷺ said that Ana min Hussain, the tafsir of this was a secret until the incident of Karbala took place, where beloved Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu sacrificed his life, and he filled his blood in the foundation of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah to strengthen deen of his beloved Nana Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala wasallam. Then we understand the tafsir of that I am from Hussain means my name, my deen, my religion, my Islam will remain alive because of the sacrifice of Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, Ahabballahu man ahabba Husayna. Allah loves such believers who love my grandson Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala. We love our sons, our grandsons, but there is no surety. But that love can bring pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if we love the grandson of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, yes, beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is saying and making dua for such people that they will become beloved to Allah Jalla Shanuhu. Hazrat Fadl bint Harith bin Abdul Muttalib. Fadl is daughter of Harith. Harith is son of Abdul Muttalib. Mean Fadl is cousin to the Holy Prophet ﷺ or chacha ki beti. Wherever I go to give my khutbah message, I try to teach the people some Urdu words. Fadl says, one day she came to Rasulullah ﷺ frightened, worried. Beloved Nabi ﷺ asked her, why are you looking so much frightened today? She said, oh beloved of Allah, I had a horrible dream just now. I wake up from a nightmare. So beloved Nabi ﷺ told her, tell me what it is. So I will be able to give you the interpretation of the dream. She said, it's very hard. I am even frightened to reveal that dream to you. So when he insisted her to tell him what she dreamt about, she said, I saw that a piece of flesh of your body is cut off and came and fell into my lap. And these believers had a lot of love for Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. They could not see anything like this in him. We find in the battle of Uhud and Badr that they are ready to sacrifice their lives for Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. They don't care if they are killed and if they are aimed and targeted by the swords of the enemies. So she said, it's very much terrifying to me how a flesh of your body will cut and fall into my lap. I'm frightened after seeing this dream. Beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam gave a smile and told her, Fadl, you had a good dream. You had a good dream. Sometimes we have dream, but the interpretation could be opposite to what we see. So it's a good dream. She said, how this can be a good dream? Beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said to her that in a short time, my beloved daughter Fatima, Falzato Kabidi, these are the words of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam to show love for Bibi Fatima. Fatima is piece of my heart. My beloved Fatima is going to give birth to a beautiful baby boy, and you will play with this. You will take care. He will play in your lap. So this baby was born and his name was given Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala, Hussein ibn Ali. And just one day really, Fadl was playing with the baby Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala, and she saw beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and she put Hussein into the lap of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And when she observed, she saw that beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is crying with tears. She asked, oh beloved of Allah, what happened? He said to her, just now Jibreel came to me to tell me, no matter how much love you have for your beloved grandson, some people from within your ummah are going to kill Imam Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala. And then Fadl said that beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam showed me some dirt, red sand kind of dirt, and he said, this dirt is from the place where my Hussein will be killed. When beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam is saying this, Hussein is a baby. And when this happened, it was about 50 years after. In year 61 of Hijrah, after martyrdom of Hazrat Usman radiyallahu ta'ala, Hazrat Usman Ghani, third Khalifa of Islam, after he was assassinated by the rebels, the Muslim Ummah divided into two pieces. Half piece was ruled by Ali radiyallahu ta'ala, second half was ruled by Muawiyah radiyallahu ta'ala. They had a difference in thinking, but I don't have the details to go into the deep roots of the history. I'll just give you a brief information about this incident. So, Amir Muawiyah and Khilafat Ali radiyallahu ta'ala. After Ali radiyallahu ta'ala passed away, and he was also assassinated, right? He also was martyred or shaheed. Hazrat Hassan, his son, who was elder than Hussein, he became Khalifa replacing his father Ali radiallahu ta'ala. Imam Hassan, man of a great character. Once beloved Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam predicted, and Hassan was a little boy, and he was having same thing in front of, when he was giving khutbah, everybody seeing, and he addressed the people. He said that this child of mine will join together two split pieces of my ummah. This was prediction of Rasulullah about Hassan when he was a little boy. And yes, this happened now. When Hassan radiallahu ta'ala, for sake of joining and uniting the ummah of Rasulullah, he withdrew from the Khilafat and he joined with Amir Muawiyah, and the Muslim world of that time became one unit again. Everybody have to die, no matter you are king or you are a slave or whatever, you are poor or rich. Amir Muawiyah died as well. And after his departure, his son Yazid, he started to make a smart plan, work on a smart plan to hold with the power. So, yes, some people supported him, and after that he started to move his troops to different other places, because Muslim government at that time was spread on many thousands of miles. So he started to take allegiance, convincing people by force, whosoever accept me your king, okay, you will be rewarded, you will get the benefits. If you refuse, you will face punishment, torment. And most of the threats he had, or he was concerned about Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, who is grandson of the Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Yazid is nothing as compared to Hussain radiallahu ta'ala. So he thought that he can raise his head to oppose me, or he could cause rebellion movement against my dictatorship. So that's why he sent some harsh kind of people to take control of Kufa, to take control of Hijaz. There are many tragic incidents took place when Yazid had sent his people to take the people's vote, or agreeing them by force to support Yazid dictatorship. You know, some of the time when Azan was not called in Masjid al-Nabawi and there was nobody to come and perform namaz, was in the time of Yazid. When he sent his people, and there was a curfew in Medina, nobody was there to call Azan or read namaz in the masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam because of Yazid. You know, Yazid is the one who sent his people to fight with the pious Sahaba Kiram living in Medina, in Makkah Sharif, and they killed many of them in the Haram. They violated the sanctity of Haram, Makkah Sharif. And these people of Kufa started to write to Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, Hussain, we will not accept Yazid as our leader or king. We waiting for you. Come here, because the capital of the Muslim Ummah of that time, in time of Hazrat Ali, was Kufa. He moved the capital from Medina to Kufa. So these people from Kufa, they started to write in letters, come, Imam Hussain, come. We will join you. We will support you. And we will not accept Yazid as our Khalifa or Amir. Hazrat Hussain radiallahu ta'ala sent Muslim bin Aqil, one of the trustworthy, who is relative as well. He sent, find out what people are thinking. He went and he wrote him back, yes, whole Kufa, all these people are in your support. Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala started to move from Hijaz to Kufa. Here Yazid and his governors, they start to make arrangements for Hussain not to reach to the city of Kufa. So they stop him by a place called Karbala. Karbala still exists in Iraq. So that was a desert. He was stopped there from entering the city of Kufa. He was surrounded by the enemy, 20,000 people. Armed people. They came to fight with just about 80 or thereabout. They were not even 100. Hussain radiallahu ta'ala did not come prepared to fight a battle. He came with his family members, children, and some of the Rofaqa, some of the companions and the friends. But here he was forced to fight a battle. He was given two options, either to bow his head to the batil or falsehood, or to get the head chopped off the body. He chose the second option, the hard one. He, seeing in front of his eyes, his Rofaka, friends, are being killed and slain. They are going to the battlefield one by one. They got killed, and he is bringing back the corpse of these people, Shohada. His youth relatives, nephews, and eventually his son, Ali Akbar, who was a youth man, was killed in front of his eye. He brought him back. Some of the tragic stories of the battle of Karbala is that when he came out with a little son, Ali Asghar, holding this little baby on his hands, and he's telling the enemies, you consider me your enemy. If you consider I'm guilty of something, it's me, not this little boy. This baby had done nothing wrong to you. He is innocent. At least give him some water, because they were blocked from access to the river Furat to get some water. They were kept hungry and thirsty, and they were kept in trouble and pain for 3 days. And eventually on 10th Ashura day, there was no one to tell Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu, oh Hussain, let me go first. I want to sacrifice, because many of them are already killed. Except Imam Ali Zainul Abidin, who is sick. He cannot even stand up because he is going through fever. He said, oh my father, let me go. He said, my son, you cannot go. You cannot go, you are sick. And Hussain radiallahu ta'ala came to the battlefield, and he was eventually surrounded by these enemies who have javelins, swords, arrows in their hands, and they're aiming one Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Same Hussain who used to ride over the blessed shoulder of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. Same Hussain who was being kissed, the forehead was used to be kissed by Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. And today these wicked enemies are aiming the same forehead of Hussain radiallahu ta'ala with their arrows. And Hussain radiallahu ta'ala fell down his horse. But we find in the narration that when he fell down, he did a sajda on the Sarzameen, on the land of Karbala. He performed a sajda, and his life was taken, his soul was taken when he was performing sajda, but not in a comfortable place like we have all now. He was performing a sajda under the shadow of weapons of the enemy. The arrows and swords are aiming him, and he's performing his sajda to Allah Jalla Shan. I will close with this, which is said by a great Muslim philosopher, Dr. Allama Muhammad Iqbal. He said, this story is long, which we are seeing being completed in Karbala, but it started with the sacrifice of Ismail. He said, Nihayat iski hai Hussain, ibtidah hai Ismail. This was a qurbani or sacrifice promised from the family of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam to be offered to Allah Jalla Shanuhu. It started with Ismail, and this sacrifice completed by sacrifice of Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu in Karbala. Same blood of Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam is coming to Hussain from generation after generation. The Qurbani started with attempt of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam to sacrifice his own son Ismail, but it was completed in the land of Karbala when Hussain radiallahu ta'ala anhu was martyred in Karbala. My dear respected brothers and sisters, due to the sacrifice of Shuhada Karbala, Ahl Bayt, Sahaba Ikram, we have this deen with us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower His countless mercies upon these people who strengthen Islam with their blood and sacrifice. Jazakumullah khaira fid darin.